On this episode of the 22B replica build, we are fixing the fuel system. So Randall and I didn't know what we were doing when we were putting this swap in, and we had that fuel line running over. One or a couple of you in the comments left some notes on that in the last video that was on deck, and Don, who is helping me with this build, who has a two-door race car, is going to help us do a proper parallel system. So that's what we're going to tackle today, make sure the fuel system's right, and then we're on to the next step. For the rest of this build, I'm going to start chopping some of this technical stuff up into singular episodes so it's easy to focus, and it's something that I would prefer if I were building a car based off of a YouTube series like this. Just got back from SDHQ, emptied the bank account for a bunch of fittings because we're gonna do the push lock style with the hose that's needed to go with it. Don has educated me on why that's superior, which we'll get to in a bit. But another problem we had is off of the fuel pressure regulator. We had a difference in length for the fuel line, which is a no-go with Subarus. So we're gonna fix that and redo basically all this fuel line, and then try and tuck it here so it's not going over the hot turbo. And then from there, we're gonna work on getting the AOS routed, which Matt, I'll leave his Instagram on the screen, did the Cerakoting on. So this is the IAG setup that looks way cleaner now, no logo. And this is like the black they would use in like a firearm scenario. So, looks good. We'll update you as we go. I wanna tell you about something really quick. I just bought a new car because I sold the Focus RS that's on the channel. The new one's pretty sick. Can't believe it's real. We'll get to that on a video soon. But when I picked it up, I went and had fun all day and went driving in the hills with two people I met because of this community online that I have access to because of the channel. There's nothing better than meeting new friends like of ease. We knew we were on the same page already, and it was just the purest form of like what matters in life is spending time with people you enjoy and your cars. And so the Carmaspeed community, I'm gonna personally invite you to right now to click. There's no cost to join. Just go sign up, be a part of it. You can sort and find people in your geographical area by just zip codes. It'll tell you people near you, and you could message them, post, plan events in your area. The Carmaspeed community platform is super duper cool, and it basically gives you what I have with you so that you have with everyone else here. And you can make days like I had the other day getting a new car extra cool that you'll see in a video by just knowing where each other is at. And if you're in there, you clearly have something in common and you're like-minded, you enjoy building comps in the garage and just working on your cars and just being chill. The thing I find that's funny, every time I meet someone who watches my videos, we're very similar. We're like see eye to eye, just super chill, open-minded, optimistic, and it's awesome. I have the link in the description. Go join. I'll see you in the Carmaspeed community, and that's the best place to get a hold of me too if you need to. Are we clear?
Yeah, everything's up, except for that one.
If that's gonna stay or we cut it?
No, that's gonna stay. This remember we're gonna have the union for this one.
Oh yeah. This is called a slimline port plug with O-ring. So the regulator, we have the cap right there now. And the reason for that is because the return is gonna go, it turns into one line. Mm-hmm. Got it. Are you mapping this out right now?
Yeah, hoping, this is kind of how I'm hoping to build it. There will be people that are divided on this. They will say you should have used it. Why? I've gone both ways. I've literally raced on both. It's kind of how I'm hoping it to look underneath.
So it looks clean?
Yeah. Right in here. Hoping that it'll fit as best as we can get it down in there.
There weren't enough hoses down there already.
Right. So this will go, this will be our out. So these don't matter, the distance.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We only care about the back. You can get it to sit kind of like this. Come right through there, in and then out here and out here. So you can do it down or you can do it in. It's however you want to do it. Cut another one.
Same distance?
Same size, yeah.
Okay. Wire care got us dialed. Randall had ordered this back in the day. So this will be heat shielding for the fuel line. This will be great. I'm gonna have all the links to wire care stuff. This is the TechFlex brand heat sleeving heat shield for the fuel hoses because it's important not to get those too hot because you don't want a fire.
Did that work?
Yeah. Proper.
Proper.
Heat resistant.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it'll work as long as it's out of the way. All right, let's.
You want to snug all these up?
Yeah, let's tighten all that up.
Got all the hose yet again. We're gonna start working on the second T. Starts with straight. Ready. Don's mocking up the 90 on this side so that we know the length for the hose. Sleeve it up. I'm telling Don that he is my official Subaru dad, and he said he's been called dad everywhere else, so it's only fitting. Get it? Fitting? Huh? Alright, I need to take it off over here, right?
Over there, yeah.
Don taught me a little life hack, so I have something to grab onto to do the push lock. Put a zip tie around the heat. What is this called? Heat wrap?
Heat shielding.
Heat shielding. We had to do the heat shielding early because we have two 90s, or else you wouldn't be able to slide the heat shielding on. But the hose is complete. Don just left. Don, if you're watching this, thank you so much for today. We're probably gonna work on this again tomorrow, so you got more videos on the way. That's exciting, but let me give you a run through of exactly everything we did. So we plugged off one side of the fuel regulator from Chase Base. Then we have our line, which is our return, which is the top of this T right here. And then we have a T going to this side with a 90, T going to the front. Now, the feed coming from the fuel pump, I'll get this on tomorrow. We needed a union. You had to connect these two together right here. And so this is coming from the fuel pump to this T right here, and we have even lines going right here on the fuel rail. It's hard to see. And the fuel rail right there. So fuel comes in from the fuel pump, goes to this T, it goes to this side, goes to that side, hits the injectors, boom, boom, boom. Any excess fuel goes out the back, runs to this T, and then out into the regulator. Next day when we upload this video, but the missing piece has made it from Amazon. The union. Voila. We have unified these, and now we just gotta figure out a way to get this to sit how we want it to. Now our fuel system is proper, it's parallel, it'll run right, we'll have even pressures on both sides, which is very important. Next up, we have the AOS we need to mount, and those lines, which can be complicated if you're a new person like me, to some of the more complex parts of Subaru engines. I have to order a bracket for a heat shield, a boost controller, and some other goodies to get the engine running right. and then we'll go on to the interior and making this thing daily drivable. If you missed out on the last episode of us driving this for the first time, you can check it out right here. I'll see you over there.